Haven Paul with La La. I haven't done this in a while.
It's been a while. He's Haven Paul.
That's not Haven Paul.
I'm not.
So, hey guys, how you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing good. No complaints.
I'm doing good too.
Yeah.
So we haven't been here in a while.
Nope. We've had a 2-month government-issued vacation.
Yes. And it's been like we kind of forgot how to do this.
Well, I remember how to do this.
And you guys remember what's not in this.
Yes, that's right.
So, cheers.
Mm-hmm. So we're somewhat back.
We are somewhat back.
Obviously the new normal has set in.
I hate that phrase.
I know I do too. But
I hate all the buzz phrases.
I'm with you. I'm not a fan of all of this either.
But we do have something exciting going on.
We do. So Paul had been going out to lots of restaurants and, of course, doing his social media stuff. And
a little bit, checking out.
He saw a lot of artists.
I did. I saw several artists who were really selling their work online, super inexpensive, really, really great prices. So I was talking to Eric about it.
Well, and you talked to the artist first.
And I did talk to the artist. But then I just stopped in. I was talking to Eric about it, and I told him about it, what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And Eric said, well, hey, if you guys want to get a bunch of you together and...
Yeah, well, we came to the realization that in the new norm, which you love, there's no art at the park.
No, everything's closed down.
There's no Nina Arts Fest.
There's nothing.
There's Sturgeon Bay's Arts Fest. Art fairs everywhere.
So our art season has essentially just been erased.
Yeah.
And a lot of you guys watching, a lot of the artists in here, a lot of my friends, a lot of your friends, that's when they make their money for the year. It's like it's like I always like to say that summer is their Black Friday. Because they make their living that way.
That's pretty much, well, and because people are out and about looking at these art fairs and buying also.
Right.
So
that's been cut off.
That's gone.
And then as a artist like that, your own personal little business, try to get some assistance from the government. That way, it's not going to happen.
So I said to Paul at that point, well, I'll tell you what, if the artists are, normally we'll do some shows here, and we'll group, each artist and all their works in one area. But I said, what if they're cutting their prices already? Why don't we have an art sale instead of an art show? We've never had an art sale here at the gallery.
So it is kind of a show, but it's really a sale.
It's really a sale.
Because we can't have the opening, we can't have the gathering, we can't really have big crowds here now.
Right, and we can't have the opening reception. And so I said, well, what I'll do, because we don't want it just to be a small section, I'll clear out all I had 3,000 reproduction prints in here, and put it all in a storage, and we will open this whole gallery up to the local artists.
Yeah, if you guys haven't been to Foxley's, it's, how many square feet do you have in here?
I think it's about 3,800 here on the first floor.
It's enormous.
Yeah.
And it was filled with prints, but Eric was incredibly generous. You're being really nice.
Well, I want to help out.
Yeah.
It's really, when you told me how much they're discounting their work,
it was crazy. And so he pretty much donated the entire gallery to local original art. And we have all of these over 30 artists who brought in. I've hung this entire thing. It is nearly 1,000 pieces at this point.
Yeah, we got a lot of pieces. I'm running out of those card holders that I bought lots of back in the day. It's crazy, but you guys, these artists really need your support, and they've really slashed their. It's amazing. It's amazing. And don't think this is just it's a sale. So they have cut prices big time.
And
in fact, I went ahead and cut mine.
Eric cut the commission for the gallery down to it. It's incredibly low. Like nobody's.
It's 10%.
It's 10%.
I wasn't funny.
Is that even going to cover like Like
No.
electricity, the credit card processing.
Well, I was just thinking about the credit card part.
You're gonna lose
I thought to
anyway.
myself, I'm really more like 7.5% at this.
No, you guys know what? I
don't
tried
even
to
care.
make him keep it at 20% because that is still incredibly low for the area. And he said, "Okay, I'll do it, 10%." You're amazing.
That's all right. Well, we're going to run. So our door opened on July 7th at 10 a.m.
Yep.
We're going to run it through the end of August.
Yep.
Before we even opened, the Friday before, I had a young couple in, and
We've sold.
they came
say
in.
we.
They bought 4 pieces
Yeah.
off the wall.
Before we even opened, there was a dozen pieces that left.
Yeah. And artists are buying other artists.
We're supporting one another.
That's great.
And you know what? So here's the thing. So if you guys come in and you see something that you like, do not say, you know what, I got to think about that. Because I'll tell you what, there were 2 pieces I was eyeing up today that just kind of came in. And I'm like, oh my gosh, those would look great in my house. And if you know Pat Huss, you know her work. They were beautiful. Well, I came in just a little while. They're gone.
Yeah.
They left today. So
Yeah.
if you
have never bought an original piece of art, because the cost is generally people will decorate with inexpensive works that they find free framed or whatever,
Yeah.
and they're just trying to save a buck on it. But if you've always wanted to buy an original piece from a great artist, something that you love, this would be the best opportunity, I think.
I think so too.
Coming off of the COVID, we had one artist that came in and said that she's got a lot of work in her storage shed that she's paying, a lot of money on every month.
See, and that's the other thing. Some people are paying to store their art.
Right.
So they got to unload it.
And she made
then,
newer work during COVID.
I was going to say the other thing. You lock us up for a while and we can't go anywhere. You know what we're going to do?
Yeah, well,
we're going to make more
stuff.
stuff.
Make stuff. Yeah, because it's what you want to do.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to do new stuff, and so just come on in, you guys. It's a pretty spectacular show.
Yeah, and we'll post a video. We'll kind of do a quick run through the gallery.
Yeah, we'll do a little live.
You get an idea of how many things are here and at what kind of price points.
And speaking of price points, so we kind of advertise that it's 25% to 50% off or something.
Sometimes it's more than 50%.
I have seen 80 and 90% off here.
Yeah. Debo. We sold one of her pieces the other day. It was $1,000 regular.
Yeah. She's
$100.
She is selling her stuff. She told me, she's like, I'm just getting the framing paid for. So you're getting the art as a gift with purchase. I'm like, what are you, Lancome?
But it helps but it helps her.
It does.
Survive.
Helps her survive,
buy
gets her
more
stuff
paint,
out. Yeah.
Do more work. And that's why the artists are doing what they're doing. Because they don't have the outlets to sell it anywhere else.
Right.
All the fairs are shut down.
So this is like one big ongoing fair. For a while.
And so this is tough for us to do the art news because there really isn't a whole lot of art news.
And I just want to say one more thing. So another thing that's happening is as these pieces sell, I have so many artists that are like, hey, can I bring in more stuff? Well, yeah, because now we have holes in the wall already.
Yes.
So it's turning over.
Yeah, it's not like a show where if we sell something, it stays in the gallery until the show's over.
Right.
If it sells, it's a sale.
Take it home.
It's gone that day, and we have a hole in the wall, and we pop something else up.
It's crazy. Like, I think, so the sale started yesterday. I think I just finished. No, that's a lie. I was going to say I just finished hanging everything.
Yeah, no.
And it's not entirely true.
Nope. You're going to be hanging a lot.
Yeah. So that is that.
Yeah. So we do have one piece of news that we know about, and that's
the Artless Bastard.
Our favorites.
Our favorite, yep.
Up at the pier.
So happy that they're still going and they are still having their regular shows. What's going on now?
It was like a figurative thing, wasn't it?
So the In Bloom show just closed, right?
Yeah.
Go Figure is what it is.
Go Figure.
So it's all about the human form.
Yep, that's right.
And if you've been there, you know that that's a cool spot.
And because today Paul and I are working without a net, we don't have any script here today.
We don't.
So
this is
all look like he's holding his pen, but for no reason.
For no reason. there's nothing on the teleprompter.
Yeah.
This is so weird.
Yeah. So basically, we're just winging it.
Yeah.
Because there's not a whole lot to talk about.
But if you go to artlessbastard.com, you guys can see exactly what they're doing there, and it's pretty cool.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Always is.
Mhm.
What's the other bit? I know Richardson's opened back up.
Richardson's, yep, they did. Are they still having a show, or is that a online show?
I think it's online still
But
at
the
this
stuff
point.
is still hung, right?
I don't know. I haven't been in. But
We got to call Shannon.
well, I know Shannon was in last week, and she said that they were just reopening. I guess.
Shannon, if you're watching, just give us a call. Let us know.
Yeah.
Shoot us a.
We could do it like a telethon here. Give us a call.
Give us a call. Oh, that's not when I ring that.
That's a new.
Oh. See how long we've not done this?
Too long.
Here, what are we drinking here today?
Rum and Coke.
But it was dark rum. Is it?
Yeah, it always is.
Oh.
You like the
pretty
lighter
good.
rum?
I don't really like rum, but this is good.
Well, I like it. The other news I heard during the COVID was that Jan Smith was retiring over at the Bergstrom Mauler.
Oh, she is.
Yep.
Wow. Well, watch out for that bird.
I know, I saw that. Bird wanted to come and land on some of the art out there.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we're thinking about the sidewalk sale, right?
Oh, that's right. So, okay, so there's something else. So ADI stopped in today.
Yeah.
And they're doing a new program. Is that Everybody Drink?
All the time.
So they're doing a brand new, rolling out a brand new feature online called Downtown Faces Forward, right?
I think so. We have the poster. It's a big poster.
I have a poster. You would think that I would have that information at hand.
But we're winging it once again.
We're winging it.
They stopped it on a whim.
You'll see this come across here in just a second.
They stopped it on a whim, and we agreed to do a couple of videos for them. So
yep. Do a couple.
Doing that.
So 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, we'll do one this week about Foxley's, and then we'll do one about a new. The following week.
Okay.
And they are also they're extending the sidewalk sale. Apparently, they had sidewalk sale in June.
Is this replacing the art walk?
You know, I kind of think it is because usually when they did do a sidewalk sale, well, back in the old days, they'd shut down the avenue, and it was a big deal.
Right.
But now people just wheel stuff out on the amenity strip on the sidewalk, and they only do it generally in June, but now they're extending it to
July and August.
It's the third Friday in July and the third Friday in August. So
that must be replacing the...
probably, because that's about when they do the art walk.
Yeah. They can't really encourage people to gather, so...
Yeah. So we'll probably maybe put some easels out there and roll some artwork out there.
Absolutely.
Like that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't know what else is going on.
I don't...
Not much. I know.
It's really not much. I kind of looked around. There are a few things.
I think the Trout was going to try and have some classes, but I don't know if that's going on or not.
Yeah, if you guys know of anything, just go ahead and shoot us an email or just let us know. Because things are starting to kind of open, but it's going to be really different, obviously.
Yeah.
So
it's a different, I don't know. We hope that everything gets back. We can all say now, we hope everything gets back to normal next year.
Back to regular normal.
Because it doesn't seem like it's going to be this year.
No, and you guys know that I travel most of the time, so I'm not going to be doing that this year.
That's right. Paul's going to be around.
Be careful what I say. Well, we can talk about some of our artists that we have here. Jonna Ray.
Jonna Ray's got some great pieces here.
Great pieces. There is a piece. When you guys come in the back door, there is a giant pink piece by the back door that is phenomenal.
If it's still there when we're...
Well, there's that.
Airs,
her stuff's been selling big time.
Yeah.
It has been flying out the door.
Yeah.
So come in and check out her work. It's all over. Kathleen Donatel.
Oh, she's got great work.
Yeah, she does.
All of the artists in here are great.
They are, and they all have their own style.
Yes, and what's nice is...
And they're all different.
Yeah, we're doing this by price point. So we have a $100 or less area.
Yep.
We have $100 to $200 areas, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and then we have an area called over 400.
So if you know your budget, you can come in and just look in that spot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you'll see a lot in each price point.
We talked about Debo already, but I'm just looking at 3 of her pieces right now. $100. Well, that one's $50. That one's $50.
Yeah, framed.
That's spectacular.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So, yeah, if you get a chance, if you've ever wanted to collect an original piece,
Pop on in. We'll help you out.
Yep.
Oh, and we did have one artist who got a commission out of the deal.
who got the commission?
Pat Huss, remember?
I don't remember. When did she get a commission?
She was in here helping hang. Remember? And a customer walked in.
I
And,
must have been doing something different.
oh, she liked a piece, and then she wanted it different, and they just kind of were like, it just kind of turned into a commission.
Well, I didn't even hear about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So, yeah, that might
That's
be a
great.
cool thing.
That helps the artist. Anything we can do to help the artist.
Yeah, and you. You are reaping the benefits in this particular situation.
It really is kind of a win-win.
Yeah.
I mean, the artist would like to get full amount for their works, but at this point, they're happy to get, the
Something.
discounted price. Yeah.
I know I would. I've got a few pieces in here myself. Not a lot.
You lost one today?
I lost one today.
Yeah, one got sold for Paul today. And
That was good.
Yeah.
I can have dinner tonight now.
I'll pay you in a couple months. Hello, we're here today with artist Willow Lundberg. Willow is currently residing in Appleton the last 3 years. And where are you from originally?
I grew up in Prentice, Wisconsin, and moved to the Fox Valley about 3 years ago, like you said.
Mm-hmm. And when did you realize that you wanted to be an artist?
Well, I grew up in a artist family, and probably since I've watched my mom painting and sculpting most of my life, probably at a young age, like probably kindergarten. But I would say it started around there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was it just your mom that was an artist, or you said a whole family of artists?
Well, my aunts and cousins and
Oh,
pretty much every woman in the family
Really?
was some sort of artist.
nice.
Yeah,
So you were surrounded by art and artists.
yeah. Most of it was very folk arty, so that's kind of where I started off, was the kind of Americana, like everything is like a farm animal or something like that. But it was art, and it was fantastic to be surrounded in that as a child.
Did your family sell their works, or was it just art as kind of a hobby?
It was, kind of both. Like, they did a lot of craft fairs and art fairs, and one of my aunts had a store in Manitowoc for quite a few years. And so we all would make things to sell in her store, and it was like, it wasn't like a full-time position, but
Sure.
everybody that was their fun, I suppose. That like everybody did
There's a lot.
crafty, artsy things, and
Yeah.
that was like a thing that everybody got together on to do.
Yeah.
So,
And when did you come to Appleton, and why did you come to Appleton?
Honestly, I had only visited Appleton about 3 times before I decided I want to live here.
Okay.
And I gave my son the choice of 3 different destinations, and he picked this one.
Wow.
So we decided that, because of the music and the art scene here, that was a good choice, and spent about a year preparing for the move, and then just did it.
Just pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
Okay. You have a regular job, I would imagine.
Right now, no.
No.
I'm just a self-employed artist.
Self-employed artist. Oh,
Yeah.
that's great. Someone was just asking me today, and in fact, I think it was Gary. He was asking me, "Do you know any artists that just support themselves without working?" And I couldn't come up with a whole lot of them. There were a few, but usually they have other jobs.
Yeah, I had one up until March, and then I had quit that because it wasn't quite suiting me anyways. But it's good to be multifaceted anyways. So I wouldn't probably be able to support myself with just painting, but I also am a stone cutter and a jewelry designer as well. So what you have here is just one chip of it. Yeah.
Okay, one facet of your artwork. Oh, that's great. You should bring some of the other pieces in. That'd be interesting.
Wow, maybe I will.
Well, okay. What do you foresee in the future for your art? Where do you sell your work besides here at the moment?
Well, honestly, social media platforms help me out a lot.
Oh.
There's been a couple local businesses that were interested in having a few of my things on display in their stores. And so that's kind of exciting because with a lot of craft shows and art fairs and vending, outside vending possibilities have gotten closed down or canceled. So that was kind of leaving me kind of with up in the air, not really knowing where things were going to go. But I am super thankful for this opportunity to have paintings in a storefront, basically on College Avenue. That's a dream come true. But
well, we love having your work here, and I'm sure that Paul will put some images in the editing of this interview. Correct. Well, that's great. I'm glad you came to the area.
Yeah.
And what's your website? Where can people find your work online?
I go by White Raven Studio. We could probably put a link in or something somewhere. But,
it'll stream right down here where we're sitting.
So I go by White Raven Studio, and I have a page on Facebook and Instagram. I don't have a website yet. Kind of working on that slowly.
Okay.
As things kind of settle, I can focus on that. But most of the sales are just on social media. I've tried Etsy, but it gets a little oversaturated with similar types of things. So social media and local friends and people around here have been really awesome to me. So it's the collective of friends and
nice.
And networking has really kept me afloat right now. So this is really great.
That's great.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy because people are it's this COVID thing is so terrible, but it is. But at the same time, it's an opportunity to give people the chance to focus on what they want to do if they have a little more free time. And so that's really what I've kind of gotten out of it was I can live as an artist, and this is really great to have for us.
Well, I think one of the things about the COVID are that people have kind of focused their lives a little more on what's basic, and what you really need in life, and to enjoy each day, because this just hit everybody like a freight train, and all the restrictions that we've had to deal with is amazing. But I'm glad we're all getting through it. And if you want to see some of Willow's pieces, come on down to Foxley's. We've got our art sale going on until the end of August. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So do you want to do this or what?
Yeah, I'm all set.
So how do you want to do it?
You just go. You said we were winging it, right?
Yeah.